In our life, hydrocarbons are a very common substance. For example, the main component of oil is hydrocarbons in its mixture, which is indispensable to support the infrastructure of today's society, and oil is also the raw material of the petrochemical industry.
When talk about oil, I think of pollution. I have seen many reports of pollution accidents caused by oil leaks or emissions. This usually occurs in the ocean and then affects the growth of plankton in the ocean, choking the fish and destroying the ecological balance of the ocean.
Similarly, oil tanks or pipelines underground are at risk of infiltration and leakage, which pollutes soil and groundwater sources, causes soil salinization and poisoning, and enters the food chain system, directly harming local organisms and humans themselves. Moreover, when we use oil, it will also cause pollution to the atmospheric environment. When oil and gas volatiles and other harmful gases are illuminated by solar ultraviolet light, physical and chemical reactions will produce photochemical smoke, produce carcinogens and greenhouse effects, and damage the ozone layer.
So, is there any way to reduce or eliminate oil pollution? Or, to make the oil industry more sustainable?
Well, I think the global oil industry is increasingly focusing on sustainable development to ensure that the oil industry helps developing countries and reduce harm to the environment. It is a good phenomenon that at least some of the oil industry and the countries, for whatever their reason, are more willing to follow the principles of sustainable development. Emerging companies in the oil industry offer a richer view than the previous oil giants. For oil resources, I think it is more appropriate to focus on governance first, and to increase the transparency of the use of oil revenue, whether at the national or regional level. Transparency will give the government and the public a general and effective supervision, which will help improve the quality of governance in a society. Oil companies will also abide by the terms of environmental protection, treat oil workers reasonably, and respect the interests of residents where oil is produced.
That's interesting. On the other hand, oil is a non-renewable energy source. I think to achieve sustainable development, we can only develop and utilize new energy sources, such as wind energy, tidal energy, solar energy, geothermal energy, hydropower energy, nuclear energy, and other green energy sources.